Hormonal acne in adult women sounds really specific, but actually it's a massive topic that I don't think I'll even fit into this one video blog post. So some of the things that I mention I will be really going into a lot more detail in future blog posts. So this one will be a bit of an overview, and I'll try really hard to keep on track. It's very difficult when there's so many elements to this one particular topic. So first of all, why do women, adult women in particular, experience so much hormonal acne? There are actually a lot of reasons, and it's so obvious if you just open your eyes and take a look out on the street when you're walking around at how many women do have acne. A lot more than adult men. And I'm not saying that adult men don't have acne, because some adult men can, quite a lot of adult men actually do suffer from it, but it's a lot more common than adult women. And this is because of the amount of hormonal things that we've got going on. The most obvious being our cycle. So when we have premenstrual tension, the PMT time in our cycle, this is the most likely time that we can have the fluctuating hormones and therefore an acne breakout. But I know I've got friends who've also experienced breakouts during their period and also after their period as well. So it can be any time around and it doesn't have to be exactly the same time for each girl. But if you are experiencing little breakouts on a regular monthly cycle, then that's a very good indication that your acne is hormonal and due to fluctuating hormones from your cycle. There are other reasons as well, like going on or going off the contraceptive pill. Most people believe that going on the contraceptive pill is one way to clear skin, but in fact there are only a couple of pills out there that are designed to clear acne-prone skin. Most of the other ones can actually make the skin worse. So if you do decide to go on a contraceptive pill, if you talk about your doctor and they're fully aware of the pros and cons and want to take it, just make sure that you discuss with them the reasons why that you want to go on it, and explain that you have troubled skin and you want to look at the options of the contraceptive pill that are designed to help clear the skin. I don't want to promote the pill too much because I think it's not that great putting unnatural hormones into your body. But at the same time, I know women who have tried absolutely everything and have really struggled with clearing their skin, and they've had great results with the contraceptive pill. So that's really something up to each individual, and just make sure you make an informed decision before you do decide to take it. So the other reasons as well, there's more. Pregnancy. I have heard and seen actually women who have had both fantastic skin and really terrible skin when they're pregnant, and this goes the same for after they've had the baby as well. It seems to be more common for women to have really good skin while they're breastfeeding or while they're pregnant, but it can really go either way, and it depends on your body and your hormones too. I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping I'm one of those women that has really beautiful skin when I'm pregnant. Menopause is also another big one. My mum is a great example of acne in menopause. My mum has had fantastic skin her whole life, never had a problem with pimples until she hit menopause, and then she started to get those really big spots that are really painful and in really embarrassing places on her face as well. So you can have no problem with acne and all of a sudden you hit menopause and you feel like a teenager. So it is possible to experience these things, and it's just the fluctuating hormones that you're experiencing during that time. There are also syndromes and particular conditions that you can get. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is the most common one that can cause up to severe acne. If you're an adult female and you have chronic acne, especially if it's moderate to severe, then polycystic ovarian syndrome is something that you definitely wanted to consider to see whether or not you have it. Now, I won't go into a lot of detail about it because this video is already getting really long, but I've written a blog post about it, so if you haven't done so already, definitely have a read because it might be something that you need to look into. So I've put the direct link in the description next to this video, or around in my blog post. It's actually around the video itself. So they're pretty much all the reasons why women can experience acne flare-ups due to hormones, due to hormonal problems. Now, what can we do about it? We've already discussed the pill. That's something you can do. But if you prefer the more natural option, which is definitely the best way to go, And also I encourage you to use natural methods as well, even if you are taking the pill, because there can be that fear that when you go off the pill, your acne can come back really badly because the hormones will go right back to fluctuating again. So it is best to help them along using natural treatments. So, I feel like I'm talking really quick. Just referring to what I've written down before. Supplements are probably the best natural way to treat your hormonal acne for adult women. Now, probably I've had the best luck with a supplement called Vitex Agnes Castus. I take a brand called Primula, which has got other things added to it, but having a lot of good fats in your diet is also another very good way to help the hormones along. Now you can eat a lot of seeds and nuts and fish, and there's a whole heap of good fats that you can take, but supplement wise, fish oil, flaxseed oil and even primrose oil are 3 really great ones. Now you don't need to take them all. I take a combination of either fish oil or flaxseed oil and even primrose oil. Flaxseed oil is probably not as good as fish oil, but it is better for vegetarians. So if you want to be kind to the fish, have the flaxseed oil. Now I was recommended these supplements by my naturopath. He gave me a list of the 3 supplements that are best for me to take and also how much I need to take per day for the best results. So that's what works best for my body. So I really strongly recommend that you visit a naturopath or another medical professional, preferably a natural therapist, to find out what's best for your body. Because just because something that works really well for me doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for every other girl out there. There might be a couple of other things you need to add to the supplements, or you might not need those 3 either. So it's definitely worth going. If you can't afford to visit a naturopath, you can go to a health food store, because often they're very knowledgeable on conditions and supplements. And there are even health food stores around where I live that have on-site naturopaths that are really, really helpful. And I've got a lot of great advice from them as well. So supplements are a good one. Also, reducing your stress levels. You'll probably notice that when you get more stressed, you have more acne breakouts, your period is a lot worse, you're a lot moodier during that time. So regular relaxation is a big one. So whether that's yoga, meditation, going for a walk, listening to music, whatever relaxes you, make sure that you do it, and do it as much as you can. It'll really help your body and your skin a lot. Exercising regularly is a really good one too. Now, I'm not a big one for intensive exercise. I think exercise is an hour-long walk with a friend, especially a girlfriend, while we're gossiping. I think that's awesome. Or, yoga, swimming, cycling, even jogging, whatever you like. Find something that you love and that you think is fun, and do it, and become active, get away from the TV. It's definitely very helpful for reducing stress levels and balancing out your hormones as well. Diet is a really big one too. There are a lot of different diets that you can do, but I find the best one for helping the hormones for women and for clearing skin is probably following a low glycemic index diet, which I know is seems a little bit old-fashioned now, but it really is the best one because it keeps your blood sugar low. It prevents that blood sugar spike from happening. So look into the low GI diets. There are a heap of resources on the internet, and you could probably find a lot of recipes that you can download for free as well. Or you can even go to the library and borrow something out there. There's a heap of information out there that's available on low GI diets. It's actually one of the recommended treatments for people that have, or women that have polycystic ovarian syndrome, because it does help prevent that hormone fluctuation. So they're the tips on how to help reduce the hormonal fluctuations. There are other things adult women can do, which I'll go into detail much later, but this is more about hormones. So if you are an adult female that is experiencing acne, then try these tips, give it a good 3 months and see if it works, and definitely ask me any questions if you've got any. I'm happy to help. And make sure you also join my mini course, my blog, if you haven't done so already. The link is also in the description on this side, I think. It's something that will complement any acne treatment and it'll definitely help you a lot. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video blog post. Bye.